Sige, dibli na ako.
Balidoy. Pio. Brigino. Briones. Credo. Dizon. Elevado. Please do remember that once we have our attendance, whether they are here or they are late or they are absent, automatically they are already written as absent in our class. Clear? Escobedo. Podulia. Galarpe. Guzman. Ildefonso. Infantado. Mitra. Mondejar.
Present po.
Nuega.
Present po.
Nolasco.
Present po.
Obilio.
Present po.
Naive. Tama ba ako? Naive. Sorry. Faith. Naive. Naive. Sa baliktad. Ortega. Pagunsan.
Present.
Painaga. Pulangas. I already upload yesterday the lessons that we will gonna have in this prelim in the class in. Did you see that? Or you're not going to? You did not see that on your class in. Hindi timitingin ng class in nyo, ha? Lagot kayo. Kung hindi ko pa sasabihin, ibig sabihin, magtatanong pa kayo sa akin. Check your class in. I already uploaded all the lessons 1 to 5 plus our syllabus and our course outline, okay, for this semester. What are the topics that we will discuss, so that if ever that we don't have class, you may able to research or you may able to do it by your own study. Okay, just like my Tuesday class, we only met once. That was during August 12. So that's the only one that I met them. So until now, we did not see each other. You see, that's the reason why I need to upload those. Class in po, class in sa GC po natin. Doon po. Palermo, Recato, Recorba,
Present po.
Regalario,
Wala pa po.
Revelo,
Present po.
Rivera,
Present po.
Tiangco. Nakita na ba? Bahala kayo dyan. Tolentino. Basta sa Picom ko sinun. Check nyo. Villalba.
Present po.
Vinluan. Malacapo. Da Costa.
Present po.
Picture po huwag kalimutan. Hindi, lagi ko yung picture ko dito. Bautista. Senga. Picture po Senga, kalimutan na. Vasquez. Sino ba po yung hindi nakapagpasa? Magpasa na.
Sir, hindi pa ako natawag.
Hindi mo. Meron siya. Obilio Hamiros. Ay, sorry. Dalawa pala yung Obilio natin. Yes po. Sige, i-check mo dyan. Ngayon ko pala po i-check yung notebook pasensya na. Mendoza. Manalo. How about the others? Yes. Check po. Okay. Let's start because later we're gonna have an activity. So, if you will going to ask me, sir, what will be the time or what will be the moment that we will gonna have our quiz? Our quiz will be before the prelim exam. Okay? What does it mean? Tatapusin natin yung isang buong lesson, yung 1 to 5. After that, long quiz, 50 items. So, meaning, in one lesson, 10 items each. Clear? Para isahang bagsakan. Kasi nahihirapan ako at mas nahihirapan din kayo kapag nagkakaroon ng class suspension. Gets nyo? Gets po? Okay na po? Ano nga ito dun sa ano? Baka mamaya may aksidente. Ano yung nga ito? Hindi, di ba meron naman dyan? Sa guard? Pwede tayo manghirap. Kapag mga midterm to finals, that's the time na we will gonna have lesson after lesson quiz. Okay? But for now, because there are lots of class suspensions and you are fortunate na hindi man tayo kasama doon sa mga suspension na yung klase natin, I mean, at least meron din po kayong mga reviewers by your own, no? Which, malapit na po yung ating prelim exam. Nakuha po? Okay. So we are now, ikalat mo na. Bigla mo sipon pa, kadiri. Sisingal lang dito, may sipon. Isa mo na. Adili na nga yan. Ikalat mo na yung basa. Pilog. Hindi lang po, ano.
Sir, pangarap ka mag-gratis ba? Hindi ka maganito. Ang galing.
Ikalat niyo lang yung basa.
Yung buo.
Aray ah. May nasa 650 per day ah.
Pwede na, galing.
Sige, okay na yan ah.
Okay na.
Okay na po yan.
Pwede na.
Okay, so we are now on the third, because our first lesson, it's about the orientation. The second one is about communication that we talked about last week. Clear? So it's just a review for you when you are in senior high school. The lessons there in the second that we have is already been discussed to you with your teachers. And we are just, last week, we are just reviewing what you have during your senior high school. Okay. The third one is this. What are the modes of communication? If we talk about communication modes, it refers to the channel. What are the channels that a person, a sender, and a receiver use? Like for example, like here in the classroom, I am the sender of the message, right? Yes or no? Yes. What is my channel? What is my channel? Verbal. What else? Do we consider the gadgets that I'm using is a channel? Yes or no? Okay. Like yours also. If I am the sender of the message, my verbal voice, my verbal message, and also my gadget is also one of the ingredient for the communication process. And you are the receiver of the message. Because you are what? Looking to the TV, which is the flash in the TV is our lesson. Is that clear? Okay. Because we Filipino people, we are more on visualizing. We are more on visualize. What does it mean? If I am the one who is speak here in front, and I'm just standing here and talking and talking and talking, maybe, or you probably will going to getting bored because I am the only one who speak. But if we, or if you were gonna see what is the visual all about, and later we were gonna have an activity, you were gonna notice what are the different channels and modes of communications that we were gonna discuss today. Is that clear? Okay, let's start. So, modes of communication can be done through face-to-face interaction like this, a video like what we are doing, an audio, and a text-based. When you say face-to-face interaction, it is an informal or casual conversation between two or more people, like this in the classroom. I am the one who is talking, and you are the one who is listening. So we have the face-to-face interaction. People engage in social conversation because we have different learning ideas. Okay? One advantage of this interaction is that you may able to note visual cues through facial expressions. Like for example, If the teacher is talking you in front and you are not convincing of what he or she is talking here in front, you most probably what? Have your gestures like, for example, like this. Or sometimes we Filipinos, we are always nodding our head. Diba? Kunwari nakikinig ka, kunwari tumatango-tango ka, pero yung utak mo, tagal naman yung magsalita, gugutom na ako. You understand? Okay. At this face-to-face interaction. According to Vorar, be brave enough to start a conversation that matters. Why? Because every conversation has a literal topic. We don't have any communication or conversation process which is nonsense. Are you going to communicate with your classmates with a nonsense topic? Or like, for example, he or she is not interested to your topic. There are students, there are individuals who are interesting to the topic that you want. But most probably, there are students that they don't want your topic. Okay? That is what Tao Devoir said. And how do we start a conversation? First, focus on what you experience at the moment. Okay? If the teacher asks you, what is your feeling right now? How do you feel that the prelim exam is very near? So, that question is what you experience, what you must know to yourselves. Okay? Secondly, topics should be sufficient, meaning it should supply your knowledge. Okay? Because the topic's initiation should be followed. Topic maintenance, topic change or shift, topic closure. When you say topic maintenance, how the conversation open. Like for example, if your classmate or your best friend asks you to lend him or her a money, and you are the one who will gonna think, do I lend him or her, or do I need to talk about with my own friends, other friends? Diba? Kapag nangutang yung classmate mo, minsan sasabihin mo, o madalas sasabihin mo, sige, pag-iisipan ko muna, tignan ko muna yung wallet ko ha, kung kasya pa. Pag nanghiram yung classmate mo, pag sinabi sa'yo, excuse me, pag sinabi sa'yo, pera mo na ako ng 100 kasi kulang yung pera ko eh. Ano gagawin mo? Pahiramin mo ba agad? Hindi. Hindi muna, syempre. Titignan mo muna yung budget mo, baka mamaya naman, nagpahirap, napaka-generous mo sa 100, tapos, mamaya, pag pauwi mo, hinahanap mo yung 100. Kasi 100 ko. Sabi mo sa mga kaibigan mo, ninaka mo yung 100 ko, no? Opo. Diba? So, titignan mo muna. You need to know first what will be the opening conversation between yours. Secondly, change or shift. When you change or shift, like for example, nagdadalawang isip ka, pahiramin ko ba to o hindi? Kasi pag pinahiram mo, hindi ka nagkasalita nag-iisip lang yung utak mo. Nagkasalita siya sa'yo. Pag pinahiram ko to, magabayad to at 10 of semester pa. O kaya naman, magbabayad to, abutin ng 2 years. Di ba? O kaya naman, hindi ako magpapahiram. Kasi nadala na ako eh. Alam ko na yung feeling na nawalan. At ngayon ko lang naranasan na nagpahiram ako, tapos hindi naman nagbayad. Ngayon, ako yung nagsasuffer. Did you get? So, sabi nga, you need to think twice before you talk about it. Okay? And the topic closure. This is the part that are you going to lend him or not? Pag sinabi mo kasi na, ay pasensya ka na, wala akong pera, kasi ganito, ganyan. We, diba? Ayaw mo lang eh. May ganun pa, tama? Ayaw mo lang magpahiram kasi ano eh. Nagkuha niyo po? Or, on the other hand, nagpahiram ka, sabihin sa'yo, ay, eto lang. No? So, initiations. What are the advantages of face-to-face communication? Number one, it will become effective because you know already what is the gestures, what is the facial expressions, and what is the reply to you of that particular person. Okay? Instant feedback. When you say instant feedback, he or she has a comment to you. Or informal or direct. Confidential, delicate situation. Okay? How about the disadvantages of face-to-face communication? Unsuitable for some people. Pag alam mo ng isang tao na hindi ka naman nagbabayad, sa susunod na manghihiram ka, hindi ka na uutangin pa. Bakit? You are already trademarked to that person. Tapos, that person will gonna tell to the whole classroom, uy, huwag nyo na pautangin yan kasi di naman nagbabayad. Diba? Pero sabi sa classmate mo, lagi ko nga nakikita sa mall yan, may binibili, tapos hindi nagbabayad ng utang. Diba? It makes you sacrifice. Okay? Unsuitable for large audience. If you are the person who is always talking a problems between your friends, between your classmates, you are uncomfortable for that. Kasi feeling mo, ikaw yung pinag-uusapan. Feeling mo, wala ang kaibigan. What? Not accountable. Low legal reference value for attention by the listener. Okay? Number 2 is video. The number 2 mode of communication is video. Why? This mode could be very effective, especially for people separated by distance. What does it mean? When you say, especially for people separated by distance. Pa? Pag distance, bakit malalayo? Grabe naman yung distance. What does it mean? Pag sinabi mo, this mode could very effective, especially for people separated by distance. Pwede rin yun, yung malalayo. Ano pa? Okay. Because through video, we can watch the person. Diba? O sample, yung mga, what's this? Yung mga news reporter. Sometimes they are live in terms of reporting. And kumakata na siya, di ba? And most of the time, they are just recording a video wherein they are in particular place. Like you also. If I am talking with the video, and if I'm going to instruct you to make a video about yourselves, introducing yourselves, your family, and everything, you make a video, and then you will gonna upload it. And all of the members in our group chats will going to watch and listen to what your video is all about. Am I clear?
Yes.
Okay. Web camera, etc. are used so that two or more people who are cannot interact face to face can communicate. Nowadays, we are now what we call blended learning. Why is it blended learning, sir? Because during pandemic, we don't see each other personally. We are just what? Talking, and you are just listening, learning online. Okay? And if someone doesn't want to open his or her camera, that's okay. But nowadays, in this era, they said it is our new normal. We already have, and going back to the face-to-face classes. But here in WCC, we have online class, or it is what we call hybrid. There is a particular date and time for online, and same with the on-site. Is that clear? To make it 3 hours. Okay? The disadvantage of this mode is a time zone difference between countries. Like for example, if there's one of your classmates who is outside of this country, and our difference in terms of time are very different, so he or she needs to sacrifice his or her time from his or her country. Okay? Because this is a Philippine time, he or she is the one who needs to sacrifice all the things. But the submissions of the projects, assignments, etc. are very easy because we have already an internet to what? To submit, to note, to search, everything that you want. Am I clear? Okay. A video. There are types of communication according to video. Video calling, by using our cell phones. We are now having a video calling. Video conference, we have in Messenger, we have already a video call or a video conference. We can use that. Plus, we have Google Meet, ClassIn, Zoom, anything. I don't know if you know Viber.
Yes.
Do you know Viber? It is like a messenger. In Messenger, you cannot, what's this? You cannot send more than 25 MB video or sound. But in Viber, you can do that. And in Viber, you cannot delete a message. That's the very useful for Viber. Napakaganda niya ngayong gamitin. Kasi even though that your classmate is going to delete his or her message, you can see and you can read that message in Viber. Not like in Messenger. Once it is deleted, you can see, or you can use an app, yeah, right? To read the deleted message. Okay? Telepresence, video sharing. Okay, so nowadays, the telepresence meaning you are calling not only one, but more than what you want. In Google Meet, we can see each other 100 or more than 100 people. Like in Zoom, We can see each other more than 100, 500, 300, not 1,000. Okay? So advantages of video communication: it reduces travel costs, enhances teamwork, improve communication, more flexible, increase productivity. So these are more on how you are gonna use a video call even you are inside of your house or outside of your house. Diba? Pag tayo nag-online class, sometimes we are outside of our houses. Diba? That's very, common to everybody. No? Kaya nga, pinakamagandang meet is online. Kasi you can do what you want, you can go wherever you want, even you go outside of Metro Manila, as long as there's an internet on that place, you can present online. Okay? How about the disadvantages of video communication? Can be harder to focus because of the environment noise. Time delay between responses, of course, because of the internet delays. Okay? Sometimes you are buffering, you are not, the communication was not good, or even when you are calling somebody, if he or she is outside of Metro Manila and the signal of internet was not good, okay? The technology can fail, audio quality is poor, okay? Audio, it means transmitted sound. In this communication, only the voice of the speaker is heard. No personal interaction. The disadvantage is when you're listening to people with different accents. Okay, audio listening. Okay, in your course, Allied, there is what we called, which I handled, EPIC. What is EPIC? English for Professional International Communication. Okay, that is one good advantage for you, no? When you are, I know some of you want to go abroad, you want to go there because that is, oh yes, the salary and everything, okay? And the plus bonus for you of this school is you have your TOEIC exam test. What is TOEIC exam test? It is one of the type of the international and American tests wherein it tests your English proficiency level. Okay? In EPIC 1, which I handled, we are focusing on the listening and reading. We listen and we read. We listen and we don't judge lang. Laging TikTok na. We listen to a long story by an audio. The question is also in the audio, but the answers will be on a book. What does it mean? Kailangan matalas ang pandinig mo. Bakit? The accent in the Philippines is different from the accent abroad. Especially, the WCC usage of accent is European. Like for example, it's not American, it's European accent. So you need to understand what kind of language and words is that. when you are listening to that. Okay? So that is a proficiency test. Okay? After that, after one semester, you need to enroll in EPIC 2. EPIC 2 is writing and listening, reading, writing, and grammar. Okay. To use the different types of grammar. Okay? So, kasama po iyon, no? Na dinidiscuss doon. After you study all four macro skills, it is the time for you to have your TOEIC test, an English proficiency test. If you failed, you failed. If you passed, be glad. Because that is only one time at the moment. Okay? Isang beses lang po siya nangyayari. Sir, pwede po bang maulit yung test after 2 to 3 years? Ganun po katindi, no? Kasi yun talaga yung pinakamahirap doon. Sa akin, when I took the TESOL, Teaching English for Secondary Online Learning, I took the exam in the U.S. Embassy in Manila. And for example, this room, one participant, one student per room. So, ibig sabihin, sa isang kwartong ito, ako lang ang estudyante. Ako lang ang nagtitake. Nasa gitna, yung malaking TV, may another monitor, mahabang keyboard, tapos dalawang speaker na malaki. Ganon siya kahirap. No? Pero sana, you aim that you passed that proficiency test because that is one good advantage for you if you want to go abroad. Hindi yung pagdating nyo ng abroad, dun pala kayo kukuha. Actually, sa mga allied courses, nung nabasa ko, hindi pinapalabas ng bansa, lalo na pagpupunta ng Amerika, Europe, Italy, and somewhere in Europe, kung walang proficiency test. IELTS, sa mga teacher lang yun natin.
Report siya sa business.
Oo, talaga. Yung sa akin kasi, TESOL, pwede rin siya sa inyo. Pero yun nga lang, sa US Embassy kayo kukuha. Kasi ako, I am one of the scholars ng isang university in America. So, I took the exam in the US Embassy also. 3 days po yun nung tinake ko. 3 araw siya. From 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Huwag nyo nang tanongin kung ilang items, baka maloko kayo. 800. Tapos, hindi siya kalahati. Di ba, sample tayo, di ba? Pag 800, 400, gano'n, no? Saan lang hindi? Dapat ang error mo, less than 100. Okay, na mag-isip. Ganon. So, nung nakapasa ako, ang mali ko is nasa 77.
Grabe.
Pero lahat yon napakahirap kung hindi mo intindihin. Kasi wala ang reviewer. Sa TOEIC po, sa English Proficiency Test, wala po tayong reviewer. It's just a book guide for you. But it's not a reviewer. Okay? Kaya mag-aaral po kayo ngayon pa lang, pag-aralan nyo na what are the main types and different usage of grammar, especially the subject-verb agreement. Kung tatanungin ninyo ako, which is, I know, sir, ilang ruling ba meron sa subject SVA? We have 128 rules na kailangan makabisado po ninyo kasi lalabas po siya doon. No? Okay. Next one is the text-based. Social networking sites offer text-based interaction. It has a wider reach and can disseminate information for bigger audience quickly. But the disadvantage is it does not provide actual representation of things being said or discussed. So text-based, like when you are applying in a call center company, there is a text-based. How many minutes did you type according to the monitor itself? So we have words per minute. Okay? WPM. Yung po yung tinatawag natin doon, no? WPM. Words per minute. Advantages: privacy, multiple conversation, allows people to be bold and expressive, respond in most convenient way. But the disadvantage, more prone to accident, can be understood. Some cannot easily understand shorthand or abbreviations. Limitations on characters that can be sent. That because some of the individuals, they cannot understand your short messages. Diba tayong mga Pilipino, mahilig sa mga short messages. Tama? Oh, yung salitang napakasimpleng ako, sa Tagalog, AKO. But when we put that into text, AQ or AQU or AQUOH, ang dami nating alam. No? Pero in informal Tagalog word, that is AKO. Yun lamang po iyon. No? And what more kapag gumagamit ka na ng is this symbols. Like for example, your classmates sent you a message and then your reply is question mark. What's the meaning of question mark? Diba? There are lots of meaning when we put or when we reply on a symbol. Not like in emoticons. When we reply on the emoticons, we know that this person is happy, okay, sad, or whatever. But if that is symbol, like for example, an exclamation point with a red color, or a person, an emoticon who is, or for example, what's this? Angry, and then there's a question mark, you don't know the feeling or the emotion of that person. Okay? So, the disadvantages of that. Like, for example, Pinoy's top social media users. According to the study of Miguel R. Camus, Filipinos spend more time on social media. It is a yes. Tama po. O, kayo nga, taas ng kamay. Walang ano ha, walang madaya ha. Ang madaya, masagasaan mamaya. Sabi ni Camus, Filipinos spend more time on social media. Ang tanong ko, taas ng kamay, gumagamit ng social media 6 hours to 10 hours a day. 6 to 10 hours a day. Huwag madaya. Sige, baba. Salamat po. Sino naman dito, you are using your social media, kahit anong social media pa yan, platform, 11 to 15 hours a day. Lalo na kapag walang pasok. Grabe, ate. Babain natin. Sige, konti na lang. Sino naman dito gumagamit ng social media, kanilang social media platforms, 5 hours below? 5 hours below. Huwag kayong madaya. Masasagasaan kayo mamaya. At di kayo pipingin sa stoplight. Di ba minsan, guys, di ba minsan, I don't know in your cellphone, if nag-a-appear kung yung screen time ninyo. Meron ba kayong ganon? Kasi for example, ako, I am using my social media accounts 8 hours and 45 minutes. That's the limit. In a day ha, in a day. Hindi ko pwede sabihin na simula pagising ko, sir, hanggang sa maging 8 hours, hindi. Paputol-putol. Kumbaga, from simula ng pagkagising ko at bago magtanghali, I will be using my social media. Pagdating ng afternoon, after lunch, I will be using that. Pagdating ng gabi, I will be using. So, I consume 8 hours and 45 minutes. May ganun din ba sa inyo? May ganun din ba sa cellphone ninyo? May screen time? So, that is the time that you are aware that you are using your social media and how many hours and minutes a day. You are not addict. You are not addict. It's just because you are waiting for a reply, but no one reply on you. Or you are searching something or someone, but you are restricted. Or you are blocked. Okay? So, according to Camus, that Filipinos spend more time on social media sites than anyone else in the world. Going online, roughly 4 hours and 17 minutes a day. It's just so happened that this 4 hours and 17 minutes, it's just for an age range only. Like for example, our mother, our parents, our titas or grandparents, if they are using social media accounts, it is not like us, right? They are not like us. Kasi sasabihin nila, cellphone ka ng cellphone, pag ikaw ay lumago yung mata mo. Okay? We are using always our cell phone all of the time. And Filipinos spend most of their online time on sites such as Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, TikTok, and other online games. Okay? Most especially, yung mga nag-ML, Dota,
Rollbox.
Roblox. Gusto mo ba yun? Roblox. Gusto mo ba yun? Gusto mo ba? Akala ko hindi na. In US, among bottom half, Brazilians and Argentinians follow closely behind spending 3 hours and 43 minutes and 3 hours and 32 minutes on social media respectively in the country of Brazil and Argentina. Why? Because in Brazil and Argentina, they don't have a consistent internet Wi-Fi. Okay? Malakas, mayroon naman silang signal. Unfortunately, the cost of living in their country was very, very high. Not like in the Philippines. We can have our Wi-Fi for the amount of 1.5 a month, 200 Mbps, or we can load our cell phone, di ba? That is how. On the other hand, the US states where many of these social media players were founded is among the bottom half. Okay? Wherein, the average, they're spending just 2 hours and 6 seconds a day. Because in US naman, they are more on not to teach the students on how to use social media, but to teach them about how they need to improve themselves in their daily lives. Kasi mas importante sa kanila yung magtrabaho kaysa sa maggumamit ng mga social media. Not like in the Philippines, pumunta ka lang somewhere sa beach, pag may nakita ang TikTok what's this, na bago or latest, gagayahin mo, doon ka mag-TikTok. Tapos i-upload mo and everywhere. Pwede mo na siyang gawin anywhere. But not here, in this country, no? Slowest in Asia Pacific. According to that, Philippines' social media usage was in stark contrast to its internet speed. But stark, when we say stark, we are visible that we have different internet providers. But, unfortunately, Philippines was in the lowest internet provider. Not like in Singapore. In Singapore, whether you are in the plaza, in the mall, in the school, in the building, in an elevator, escalator, there are already a router. And then the internet provider or the Mbps of their country was not only 200, 300, sa kanila po, umaabot ng 1,000 plus. Ganun kabilis. Kaya nga, kung alam niyo po sa Singapore yung Sea Lion, why there are many people going there. It's not about to have a picture of the Sea Lion. It's about the park on the Sea Lion there was very high in terms of the internet. Hindi katulad sa Pilipinas, Pumunta ka ng Quezon City Memorial Circle, makita mo yung internet provider sa gilid, magagalit ka pa. No? Ano ba namang internet provider to? Tapos, yung cellphone mo, Android. Tinalo ka ng iPhone. Ganun sa atin sa Pilipinas, ha? Hindi ka tulad sa Singapore na kahit anong cellphone pa, basta galing sa kanilang bansa, mabilis yan. Not like in the Philippines. Kaya nga tawag sa atin only in the Philippines eh. But only in the Philippines. Mas mataas pa yung level ng iPhone na makonect agad sa internet rather than an Android phone. It is also the same when we are using our laptop. Kung ang laptop mo ay nung panahon pa ni Magellan, tapos sasabihin mo, ang tagal naman ito makunik, malamang. Anong taon po si Magellan? At anong taon ba ngayon? Kailan lang yun na simple. Okay? Kaya nga pinupursu ngayon, if you remember, one of the news is according to our president that he is pursuing to have a thousands of internet around Metro Manila. It's because if there's an emergency of an individual, group, or a family, we can connect to that internet and post it in our social media or call one of his or her relatives. Isa yun sa mga dahilan kung bakit kailangan natin ng internet sa kalsada. Hindi po yun para makakonect ka at makapag-my day ka kung nasaan na kayo. Diba? Katulad na mga ganyan, kapag nag-rally, makikita mo na agad na merong nag-rally. Ibig sabihin, nanonotify na agad yung ating mga cellphone. Okay? Yun po yung mga dahilan, isa sa mga dahilan, no? Na kung saan we need to have a high speed of internet in our country. Ang problema lang sa bansa natin, they are not open to that solution. Kasi totoo naman, kapag meron ng high speed of internet sa Pilipinas, mas mataas ang binabayaran. Hindi naman yan katulad sa Singapore na they are rich to reachable country. Mayaman na sila, mas mayaman pa sila. Am I clear? Hello? Okay. So, as you can see, this one, the Philippines, Brazil, and Argentina have fixed line. Ibig sabihin ng fixed line, we have only one internet high speed. 4.2 megabits per second and 5.5 Mbps and 5 Mbps. So, ibig sabihin, napakababa ng ating internet speed. Okay? Tignan nyo sa South Korea, 26.3 Mbps. So, mataas-taas na sa kanila. Mabilis na. Kasi mayaman sila doon. No? So, internet use on the rise. According to the report, the Philippines internet and social media users grew by over 25%. 13 million and 12 million over last year respectively. See? Sa 25% pa lang, nagbabayad na tayo nagbabayad ng gobyerno ng 30 to 12 million. Opo. Mamaya pag uwi nyo ng bahay, kung mayroong, sorry po, doon sa may mga internet sa bahay, tignan niyo po yung Mbps ng internet ninyo. Pag nakita ninyo, 110, 200, pero yung galaw, paano nyo ginagamit yung internet, pantay ba? Di ba pag nakita niyo yung internet, yung ano yun, yung inyong mga Mbps, sample 200 Mbps. Ang mabilis, ibig sabihin. Ngayon, pag nag-search ko sa Google, sample, sinearch mo yung assignment, ang bagal lumabas nung result. So, anong problema? Mabagal yung, mataas yung Mbps, mabagal yung searching, hindi siya sapat o hindi siya pantay doon sa kanyang bilis ng internet. May problema. Okay? Kasi madalas yan, yung mga internet providers natin, nagasabi lang sila ng ganito yung Mbps nila, but the real score, the real action of our internet was not the same. Hindi sila pare-parehas. Oh, pag umulan ng malakas, kumidlat, patay si PLDT. 1 week kayong nakanganga. Tapos galit na galit ka. Di ba? Oh, si Converge naman. Diba? Si Converge. Humangin ng malakas. Kumidlat. 3 buwan kayong walang internet. Tapos ang masakit pa nun, alam niyo sa atin, din sa Pilipinas, ang masakit pa nun, sample. 2 linggo kayong walang internet, 1 buwan kayo walang internet. You need to pay the amount. Gets? Di ba? Naman po? 1 linggo kayo walang internet. Tapos ang babayaran nyo sa PLDT, 1.8. Is that a worth price for that internet provider? So, there is a problem for the internet speed that we have. Okay? So, how are millennials driving change in technology world? They understand the progress of technology. Nowadays, we have different websites and different AI tools that we can use. Have in-depth knowledge about technology, communicate differently. Technology world is adapting to millennials. Let's have an activity. What time is it? 10:16. Sige, 5 minutes. Let's have a line lang. Line na lang. Sa line nyo lang, sa line. Sa line nyo lang. Sa bawat linya, guys, listen first. Work in groups and take turns choosing a topic. You choose only one among this. So in different lines, you need to choose different. Okay? Napakadami po nito, ha? Baka iisa lang yung babagitin ninyo. Okay? So, pili kayo nito. Pili lang po ng isa dito. And then talk about with your group mates. And later, afterwards, you're gonna have a showcase of what you have on your group. Okay? So, there is one person who will speak of your topic and your group. Is that clear? Maliwanag po. So I will give you only 2 minutes. 2 minutes only to talk about, simple lang. Simple lang. Ayoko lang masyado mahaba. Simple lang. Una muna, pumili. Pangalawa, pag-usapan yung pinili ninyo. The girls, yes. Ano wala? Walang papel. Walang papel. Kayo lang mag-usap. Walang papel, walang cellphone. Kayo lang. Okay? Okay, the 2 minutes starts now. After that, you choose one speaker from your group.
Sige, ako na lang.
Ha? Ikaw na lang.
Sure ba? Siya, paano niyo i-present?
Hindi ko alam bago.
Sabihin niyo lang yung mangyari.
Kung ano nang sinabi nila.
Ano sa akin? Ano, manood na. TV mo? Ano sabi ko tayo?
Bravo!
Something you do to relax. Sabi mo ako na pinili niya. Paling tayo sunod sa kanila. May wipes ka? Hey, yun sa pa. Ay, sorry.
Okay na tayo? Hindi pa tayo tapos. Yun lang. Meron pa akong second direction. Ha? Now! Mag-sit mo po yan. Sit first. Sit. Then stand up, those speakers. Stand up, those speakers. How many groups do we have? 1, 2, 3. How about your group? Lahat kayo. Hindi, ito kayo. Hindi, isang line po tayo, isang group. Hindi po dapat, magkaiba kayo. Wala po akong sinabi na mag-join force kayo, tama? One line, one group. Not join force. Did I tell you to join force? Yes or no? Oh. Kayo ba masusunod? Ako o kayo? Paling. Sige tayo, isang leader. How about your groups? Your group? Okay. Leaders, this is what you gonna do. Teka po, may gagawin din kayo member. Member. You need to video yourself. You need to video yourself why your members in your group chose that topic. Chose that topic. So, for example, you need to introduce yourself. I am ganito ganyan. And then, the chosen topic that my group mates have is this. Kayo gagawa nun, members. Leaders, you're the speaker. What you gonna do is, you need to explain your chosen topic according, first, to your personal experience as a student of this school, and as a individual. Okay? If you choose, for example, someone found 2, so you need to explain it on your own. Okay?
Sir, sorry, explain last.
Explain.
Yung topic po.
Yung topic, apo. Bukod, yung topic ninyo, iisa lang. Tama?
Yeah.
Yung first part, may kasama si leader. Okay? Pwede naman na dalawa lang naman kada isang group. Pwede yon. Mamimili lang si leader. For example, siya, pipiliin niya, ito. Siya yung mag-i-introduce ng topic at sino yung group mates niya. I would like to introduce my group mates, Miss Briones Escobedo, and our speaker is Miss Brigino. And our topic is all about the chosen topic that we discussed, food that you can eat every day. After that, yun na yung role niya. Nakuha po. Naintindihan? Hello? Naintindihan po? So, introduction lang yung isang member mo, yung speaker mo, siya yung magdi-discuss kung bakit niyo pinili iyon. Nakuha po. Now, there is a certain time. You need to practice, you need to video yourself for about 3 minutes, including the introduction. 3 minutes. Okay? Sa 3 minutes, dapat 1 minute introduction, 2 minutes speaker. Naintindihan? Hello? After that, after ng video, pag samasamahin nyo, bahala pa paano nyo gagawin ninyon, upload it in our class-in. May ginawa na po ako doong G Drive. Doon nyo po i-upload. Nakuha po. Kailan ipapasa? Friday. Huh? Just coming Friday. Next coming Friday. Friday lang po, Friday. Okay? Nako po. Pag nag-video po, wag naman po yung nakasando. O kaya naka-tube top. Yun, spaghetti at saka naka-short na napaka-easy. Huwag naman ganun. Formal naman, ha? Naintindihan po. Para makita natin kung sino yung mga magsasalita. Kasi yung next na gagawin natin, etong mga nagsalita na to, sa mga susunod na activity natin, hindi na sila magsasalita. Tayo naman, iba naman. Naintindihan po. Kaya tayo, may tanong ka. Tanong! Thank you very much and good night.
Good day, panelists.
Akala ko magdadala. Tapos pala ako. Tapos sa mga... Ay, pwede naman. May mga nangulong. Mga sana ka, Pin! Ito mo, ikaw na lang. Hindi, kami na lang. Pwede din. Kaya pa rin naman magkakaroon mo. Bakit ito yung sine? Ay, wala ba? Wala ba yung... Lesson po eh. Wala. Dapat sinigay mo sa harap yung assignment. Ay? Diyan pa ba?
STS guys! Groupings nyo. STM. Again, yung last week na pwesto pag walang group dito. Ay, nakalimutan ko Minsan pala dito eh.